Good afternoon, class. For the homework for page 617, you had to do the problems 1 through 8, and so now we are going to go through them. For 1 through 3, we just need to find the radius or diameter of each circle given the specific dimensions. So for the first one, we are given diameter equals 5 millimeters, and so radius is just half of diameter. So 5 divided by 2 is 2.5 milliliters. That's what R equals. Now for number 2, it gives us a diameter, so we know that we are finding radius, which is half of diameter, so this one is 12 feet. Make sure you remember to put the units. For number 3, here we are given R, which is radius. So we need to find diameter. And in order to do this from radius, we need to multiply it by 2, which is 34. And we can't forget about the units, and so it's centimeters. Now for the problems 4 through 6, it is giving us a circle. And from there, we want to find the circumference. And remember, circumference equals the diameter times pi, or known as 3.14. So for 4, the diameter is 8, and so we need to multiply that by 8 by 3.14, which gives us equals 25.12. But remember, looking at the problem, it says round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So here we can just do 25.1. For number 5, our diameter is 13. And so we need to take the pi times 13, which is going to give us 40.8. And centimeters. And back here to number 4, we want feet. For number 6, we're giving the radius. So the radius equals 3.5 miles. And since we want diameter, we need to multiply that by 2 to get us our diameter, which will equal 7 miles, and then multiply that by the pi, which is going to equal 21.98. So if we round that, we can just round that to 22 miles. For problem 7 and 8, we are given word problems. And so for 7, the largest tree in the world by volume is in Sequoia National Park. The diameter at the base is 36 feet. So here, let's draw our tree, and our diameter is 36 feet. If a person with outstretched arms can reach 6 feet, how many people would it take to reach around the base of the tree? So looking at that last sentence or question, it's asking how many people would it take to reach around. So there's our clue, reach around. So what is around our tree? Circumference. So we are trying to find circumference, which is going to be the diameter. So 36 feet times 3.14, which is pi. And if you do that, you are going to get about 113 feet. Now, we can't just stop there yet, because now it's saying that for every 6 feet, a person is going to be around it. And so we want to find out how many people will we need for that 113. So we are going to divide that 113 by 6. And once you do that, you are going to get about 18.83. And so looking at that, we can have a 0.8 of a person. So we need to round up to 19 people, because if we just put 18, that's not enough because we still have that 0.8 to reach around. So the answer is 19 people to reach around the whole tree. Now for 8, the Belknap Shield volcano is located in the Cascade Range in Oregon. The volcano is circular and has a diameter of 5 miles. So here's our volcano, and here is our diameter of 5 miles. It is asking us, what is the circumference of this volcano? So that is what's around our volcano. And we need to round our answer to the nearest tenth. So circumference is our diameter, which is 5 miles, times pi, 3.14. So the circumference of the volcano is going to be 15.7 miles. Now turn to page 619, and we're doing your problems 20 through 26. So for 20 and 21, we're doing the exact same thing. If it's asking for, if it has the diameter, we're trying to find radius. So for the first one, we're given the diameter, and to find radius, we just divide that by 2. So the radius for this problem is going to be 15 meters. For 21, we're giving the radius. So we want to multiply that by 2 to get the diameter, which is going to equal 72 feet. Now moving on to 22 through 26, here we need to find the circumference of each circle. And remember, just a reminder, the circumference equals diameter times pi, or 3.14. So for 22, we're given the radius. And so to find the diameter, we need to multiply that by 2. So diameter equals 10. And then multiply that by 3.14. So you're going to get circumference equals 31.4 inches. For 23, we're already given the diameter. So this one's not as many steps. So we just take 21 feet times 3.14. And that's going to give us a circumference of 65.94. But since probably just rounded to the nearest tenth, so it'd just be 0.9. And then don't forget about your unit, which is feet for this one. Now for 24, we're given the diameter, which is 14/15 of an inch. And so we need to take that multiplied by pi, which is going to give us a circumference of, it's 2.93, but we're just going to round it to 2.9 inches. Now for our word problems, it's just giving us the sentence. So here we have a button with a radius, which is just half of a circle, which is 21 millimeters. And so we need to multiply that by 2 to get the diameter, which 21 times 2 equals 42, and times that by pi. And that's going to give us a circumference of 131.88, and we can just simplify or round that to 0.9 millimeters. Now for 26, we have a dunk tank with a radius of 36 inches. And then, so we need to multiply that by 2 to get the diameter. So the diameter is going to be 72. Then we multiply that by pi like we've done for every other problem finding the circumference. And that is going to get us a 226.08. And so to round that, we see that this one would round that to up. So we're going to round it to 226.1 inches for the circumference. That is all. Hope you have a great rest of your day.